Very good. Okay, so first of all, different type of disk are there. Normally, normal disk like you are inserting a disk kind of stuff. Earlier we have a IDE disk, integrated environment development in electronics. Integrated development in electronics, like IDE type of interfaces are there. 80 pin interface is there. This IDE is developed into ATA type. ATA, Advanced Technology Attachment. Advanced Technology Attachment. Advanced Technology Attachment. So in the ATA, the first one is integrated development in electronics. Two are there. Environment means these IDEs. Yeah, my that is went to the not responding kind of. Okay, anyway, this is Eclipse IDE, Turbo C, C++, Apache. Yes, these are integrated development environment. Environment means you will get a console there. We can able to put a program. So old one is means hardware wise, it is electronics, integrated development electronics. I will go to IDE. Two forms are there. Environment, this is the environment. It means like your Eclipse, like that. You use an application to do some work, like some kind of interface, a graphical interface. So another type is there. All our environment it is showing, but not. Electronics, integrated drive electronics, integrated drive electronics. What is this integrated drive electronics? Is a simple one. So it is also like a look like a PATA only, but earlier days they created a drive interface with the 80 pin connection. Later IDE chipset only, same IDE technology only, further develop into advanced technology attachment kind of stuff. There they use PATA. PATA means parallel advanced technology attachment. So this is also a bus connection. This is also a kind of a bus connection. So I will show you the pictures how PATA is there. PATA. Okay. Parallel advanced technology. Oh, okay. It is PATA SATA. Parallel advanced technology attachment. Okay. So better to go to the images. You can see the disk is look like here. Very bus type connection. It's a parallel connection. This is the power connection. The power connection we call it as a Molex connection. Yellow wire like this it is there now. So like yellow represents 12 volts, red represents 5 volts, black represents ground. This is a data connection. So this the big one is data connection. It is inserted into this one. Okay. Motherboard, other side motherboard is connected, and like this it is. This is the PATA connector. This is the SATA connectors, the connection type. This is SATA connection. These are the cables. So you can see PATA cable, and this is the SATA cable. The red one is SATA cable. The gray one is PATA cable. Parallel advanced technology attachment. Normally physically how it is connected, it is also there. It is not there. I will check it. This is a SATA. All pictures are there. Okay, this is a hard disk and this is the connections. Um, it's SATA cables. So this is the cables. So one side it is going to motherboard, another side is you can see 1, 2, 3. 3 points are there now. So you can see the 3 points. The first one, second one, and third one. So this third one, blue one, is going to motherboard. The black one is going to one disk drive. Second white one is going to another disk drive. So one cable can connect it to two disk drives. Just you have to search for images because in physically we can't show these things. Okay. So anyway, this is the bus connection. This is a parallel advanced technology attachment. So later another technology came up that is called as SATA. SATA means serial advanced technology attachment. Compared to the PATA, SATA is much faster than parallel advanced PATA. So this is the much faster than PATA. Okay, SATA cables are single strand cables only. Motherboard interfaces also you have to see once. So then you can see SATA. Okay, this is the SATA. The red one is SATA cable. Okay, the red one is SATA cable, like you can see. Okay, it is a 4-pin connector and single connector, single wire only. Okay, so you don't get a 2 discs. So one side it is going to motherboard, another side is going to cable, hard disk. Okay, motherboard. This is PATA on motherboard. So you can see on a PATA motherboard connections. Okay, and also you can see SATA and PATA connections. Now, if you purchase a motherboard, mostly PATA connections are removed, or maybe they give you for a sample one on only. But mostly you'll get at least a 4 SATA based connections, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay, on motherboard. See, this is how it is connected, PATA connector. For SATA connector also, you can see how it is connected also. The red one is SATA. The blue one is PATA. Like this. Okay. This is how PATA connectors are connected directly like this. Okay. So this is a faster than a parallel advanced technology attachment. It means PATA. Okay. SATA is a faster than PATA. So why it is a faster? Because of the technology. The chipset is different from PATA chipset. The data transmission rate of data transmission is they increase the data transmission and technique to transfer the data. So that's why it has become faster than this one. Okay, in our system, in regular systems, we use earlier is a PATA technology, PATA connections, PATA hard disk, PATA CD and DVD. Okay, PATA hard disk, PATA CD, DVDs are there. Now we are using a SATA type only. For your laptop also, laptop internally SATA hard disk is there. SATA hard disk is there, but not very big pins and all. It is directly attachment is there. Okay, so SATA hard disk. Desktops you can see clearly the cabling part, but laptops we can't see that one. So currently we are using a SATA only. These are a directly attachment storages. But here is a one small thing is there, so I will tell that one directly. SCSI. So caps. What is SCSI? SCSI. SCSI. What is this SCSI or SCSI? Anybody remember abbreviation? Or may I have to type? Anybody? You know, but maybe you didn't recollect. So anybody recollected? Any basic computer learning, like a intermediate, polytechnic? So computer syllabus is there now. It is the abbreviation earlier. So to pass in any computer basic things like what is BIOS, basic input output system, SCSI means SESI, small computer system interface. Okay. So SCSI use SCSI hard disk. What is this SCSI? Small computer system interface. What is SCSI? What is SCSI? What happened after break? Okay.
The small computer system interface.
Very good. Okay, so here, this is my motherboard. I have a IDE interfaces are there. Generally, any motherboard has two IDE connectors, IDE 0, IDE 1. And you can connect disk drives to this thing. So it is not a pretty straight. Actually, this cable is it's a cable type, means it's just like you have to write like this, and in a paintbrush it is impossible. It is difficult, not impossible. So I can connect two discs for each one. I can connect two discs for each one. Okay, like this. So diagrammatically it is not look good. You can see in a Google Pictures, then you can find it. So this is a, for example, in a hard disk. This is in a hard disk, or maybe this is hard disk. This is a CD-ROM. Like that, you can able to connect it also. Okay. Again, I am connecting another hard disk here, or maybe a CD-ROM. It depends upon you how to connect. Earlier master slave, so many things are there. Nowadays we are not using more than one disk generally. Its automatic detection is also there. So a motherboard having a two IDE are there. So obviously we can connect totally four disk drives. We can able to connect it. Okay, four disk drives we can able to connect it. For example, I'm not drawing another picture. I'm putting in this same picture only, just for understanding normal. Like for example, my motherboard is SATA motherboard, SATA type, SATA supporting motherboard. So I have a four SATA connectors, four SATA connectors. So then I can connect four drives, either four hard disk, or maybe a four CD DVD, or maybe a two CD DVD and two hard disk, or maybe like that. Any. So maximum four disk drives you can able to connect it. So using a cable, I am connecting like this. So this is the one disk, second disk, third disk, four. So maximum disk, either you use a IDE or you may use a SATA. Either you use a SATA connector or IDE connector, or it is not and, it is or only. Or means either your motherboard IDE type interface or a SATA type interface. Some are giving only single IDE if you are a SATA motherboard, because of still may people are using any IDE type of hard disk, means SATA hard disk. Okay. How many number of disks we can connect it? Maximum disk connection, either IDE or SATA. normally. How many are connected here?
Sir, what is use of IDE here, sir? In programming, we use IDE for execute program faster. And what is use of here, sir?
Yeah, that is column. Okay, okay. One IDE, other type IDE. Okay, good. Okay, because when you see an IDE, automatically our programming related IDEs are come up. Okay, so this programming related IDEs, it means Eclipse, NetBeans, Turbo C++, PyCharm, okay, VS Code, like these are all IDEs where we can write the program easily. Means it will give you a lot of libraries are there, so then we can create a program, run a program, complete interface you will get it. So that is integrated development environment. That is different. So that is completely programming related. This IDE is a hardware related. This is programming related IDE. This is hardware related IDE. Integrated drive electronics. Integrated drive electronics. What is this integrated drive electronics? It is an interface between your motherboard to hard disk or a disk drives. Okay, it is a electronic related communication, not programming communication. So that's why when I said IDE, obviously we got a mind of this IDE. Okay, so this IDE, what I'm saying, it is hardware IDE. This is belongs to hardware. So just generally we call this as a IDE, but actually to avoid the confusion, then what I will do, I will change it, because it's IDE convert into SATA. Now we are using a ATA connections only. So I put a PATA connection, PATA 0, PATA 1. So now you won't get a confusion. But whatever it is, the basic technology is IDE technology only. Whether it is SATA, PATA, ATA, whatever it is, it's the basic technique is disk drive connection. Integrated drive electronics means a connection between your motherboard to disk drive. So IDE technique. Later there is a few more things are added up. So IDE become ATA, PATA, parallel advanced technology attachment, which look like a IDE, previous IDE connection only. And SATA is gear, that is a single cable connection. Okay. Programming side is different. The abbreviation is different. Hardware based IDE is different. Okay. Even if you are, even I put in a Google like what is IDE, it shows this one, not this one. It's showing in a programming related only. Even in a already I told now basic computer technology, like anything you are writing an exam, IDE abbreviation, integrated development environment, integrated drive electronics. Two are there: development environment for programming purpose, drive electronics for interfacing disk drives. So how many disks, guys? 4 disks. Okay. So maximum disk we can able to connect 4 disks only. So not more than that one. So what is the first one? Okay. So to explain SCSI, I'm explaining first what is we have now. Next, you cannot connect more than 4. We cannot connect more than 4. 4 is the maximum here. Second one is, for example, each disk is, for example, 1 terabyte of disk, or maybe a 2 terabyte of disk. Okay. For example, I have connected like this. Lot of data is there. Data transmitting is there. Lot of data transmission, data storage, data read and write is occurring. Your processor cannot handle all data traffic, cannot handle the total data traffic, cannot handle. Okay, so that is the second one. Processor cannot handle data transmission. So third one, if in case if you are using a full data mode like this, Third one is understand. Guys, remember, always it is a very simple thing. If you have a machine, you want to connect a new device. You want to insert a new NIC card. Maybe you want to insert a new hard disk. Maybe you want to insert a RAM. Maybe you want to replace the hard disk or a CD-ROM. You must shut down your PC. You must shut down your PC, open the cabinet or open the laptop and change or connect and then close everything, and then you can able to power on. So you have to power off when you want to change anything. So completely shut down your PC, then you can able to change. Okay, in power off condition only you can able to change any hardware related one. Okay, so that we call it as cold swappable. Cold swap or a swappable. Okay, cold swap means power off the PC and remove the hard disk, reinsert the hard disk, this kind of stuff, like or insert a NIC, insert a RAM. So only when power off condition only, that is called a cold swap. So your one of the disk is not working. You have a 4 disk or a 3 disk are there. Okay, so one of the disk is not working, or maybe there is a slot available. You want to insert a new disk. What you have to do? What you have to do? You have to power off your PC, then replace the disk. You have to power off the PC, then replace the disk, right? So that is cold swappable. So our system is cold swappable. Our disks are cold swappable disks. So compulsory, you have to shut down your PC. Guys, I have to ask question. When you connect a pen drive, normal pen drive or external hard disk, USB hard disk, are you going to shut down your PC to connect it? Or for removing it? You want to remove your pen drive, are you going to shut down your PC, then only you are going to remove it? Or you are directly ejecting it and removing it? Yeah?
We will remove that.
Eject it and
Don't even do that. I just
right click, eject and remove, right?
yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm too lazy to remove it.
Better to eject it. Your hardware, normally what we think about your computer, it is not exactly like that. It is computers are become more intelligent and lazy than us. So what happens, some issues will occur if you don't eject it. Of course, you can remove like that also, no problem. So you don't need to power off the PC to connect your pen drive or external hard disk, and no need to power off the PC to remove the external hard disk, USB hard disk or a pen drive, right? So that we call it as a hot swappable. That we call it as a hot swappable. Okay, that we call it as a hot swappable. Understand? What is a hot swappable? When power is on, when power is on, when power is on, you can able to change your hardware. Like you may remove the hard disk, or maybe you can able to connect your pen drive like that. When power is on condition, also you can change your hardware. Either you can add the hardware, or maybe remove the hardware, or maybe um, um, right, modify the hardware, like change the hardware, remove and add the hardware like that. Okay, when power is on. So that is called a hot swappable. What is cold swappable? Power off condition only we can able to change. What is hot swappable? Power on condition only. In power on condition also we can able to connect and disconnect the devices. So that is called a hot swappable. So totally, actually, I need 4 reasons. The 4 reasons are not. Yeah, maximum support for hard disk only. Next, all disk data transmission is burden on your RAM and processor only. Okay, your CPU and RAM only maximum burden will be there if in case more data transmission is required. Number of disk types you can't able to connect, like maximum 4 only, like either it is hard disk or a CD-ROMs, and it is a cold swappable. Our system is cold swappable, so compulsory disk is also cold swappable. When you are power on, you cannot able to replace the disk or connect the new disk or remove the existing disk. You cannot able to do it. What is a hot swappable? When power on condition, we can able to change the disk. So these are the issues. For example, to change the disk, you shut down your PC. It is difficult. You need a more storage connections or more device connections required. It is very difficult to connect because of you have a limited number of ports connection. Limited number of physical port connections are limited. So you cannot connect more devices to your system. Next, more burden, more devices or less devices, whatever it is, more work, data transmission is there. Okay, so then obviously more burden on your CPU and RAM. So what is the solution for this one? What is the solution for this one? This is my motherboard. I insert a interface card to its PCI slot. So what is this PCI slot? So I will go show you. No, CSI. So this is a connector. Can you see like this? Like this, like this. So different type of connectors are there. So this is IDE type. Now I want this is a white bars are there. No, so that is PCI Express cards are there. So you have to go to motherboard picture, complete motherboard picture. Then yeah, here it is. Can you see there is a white bars are there and black bars and the white bars and another this green or blue, what is this color, sky blue or something. So these bars are nothing but it's a PCI Express cards only. Okay, PCI slots motherboard like that. Okay, this is a adapter. So where I've seen earlier, yeah, this is an adapter. If you see by externally, you can see there is some kind of connector is came for externally connected. For outside of your system, you can connect, and also you can see internal, the black one. Okay, that is internal connection purpose. Internal connection. If you see this one, internally two connectors are there. Externally two are there. Internally two, externally two. If you see this one, externally one, internally one. If you see this one, external one, internal very big one, one only there. This is two.
So do we also call this sound card?
Sound card is purpose is
To provide audio.
yes,
External audio is internal.
very good. Sound card, graphic card, very good. You given a idea. Okay, what is this sound card? You have a sound related chipset on motherboard is there by generally, but if you need a more kind of sound related media related thing, either maybe audio processing you are doing. Okay, for example, you are audio engineer or maybe you are doing some audio related things, you need a more processing power for a audio related thing. So normal processor cannot always putting in a bud in a normal regular processor. So you can divide that processing power to sound card. So take a sound card, insert into your motherboard, connect your speakers, mic, and everything into it. So that is called a sound card. Graphic card, you are playing a games or maybe you are using multimedia, video editing, photo editing, Photoshop, Photoshops, Filmora. These people use for editing videos, like TikTok people are there, na? Ads, multimedia things. If you want to do, normal processor cannot withstand, cannot do that much of processing power is not there. For multimedia, we are using graphic card, but this card is not a sound card. Sound card is a sound card only, separate sound card. Graphic card is a graphic card only. Purpose is graphic purpose. Sound card purpose is sound, means audio related purpose only. Okay, what is this purpose? This is a iSCSI card. This is a iSCSI, just like your sound card, how you insert your sound card or a graphic card. Okay, if you have an idea of how to insert it, it's simple. But understand, if you see there is a golden line is given. So I am writing. So this is go to motherboard. This is for PC outside. This is a PC inside only. Okay. So this is a interface card. NIC. What is NIC? Network interface card. That is also interface card only. Okay. So like a NIC card, Ethernet card, NIC or a Ethernet card. How you connect it to your PC? Same thing. This card also we can connect it to our PCA slot. Now, what is the content of this card? The content of the card. I'm reviewing this one to avoid a confusion between what I'm telling and what I'm written. What is this card content? So before going to a SCSI card, just I want to ask question, why we need a graphic card? What is the graphic card? Graphics card.
For resolution purpose of our screen display.
Yeah, for a better resolution, better memory processing power, better, it means,
Image processing.
yeah, better image processing. Very good. That is the correct word. The better image processing. So we get your video, audio, pictures. So you want to do better quality of the picture or a processing speed. You want to achieve faster. You want to edit the video, or maybe you are a video mixer, audio video mixers. So we need a multimedia processing power required. So normal processor cannot handle that much of things. So we are purchasing a extra card for graphics purpose. So all graphics better to run by this one. So then processor burden will be reduced. Our main processor burden will be reduced because of graphic card will take that processing. That part processing will take it. Now it is increased a little bit cost. Okay. I think, yeah, this is the Asus, right? So obviously cost will be there. Yeah, they're given like this, but I want a graphic card, less enclosures. So if you see, this is Asus. Why it is cost is means it contains a RAM and a processor inside. It contains a processor and as well as a RAM inside actually. So you can see, so this is a graphic card and we are inserting inside of this card contains a processor and RAM and other graphic related IO related things, monitor connections like a HDMI, SATA, sorry, AGP, HDMI and VGA, HDMI, VGA, and this is a DVI, something is there. Okay, that connection is also there. So gigabyte, or if you take DDR3, it was a little bit lesser cost than that one. Okay. So what is the purpose of this graphic card? The graphic card purpose is to graphics purpose only, right? So it contains a processor and a RAM. So then graphic processing done by graphic card. Same thing. This card, what are the SCSI card? I said, okay. I said SCSI card. This card contains a, a small CPU, a processor, otherwise we can say a processor, a small processor, memory means RAM, processor, memory, and basic settings, IO connector. Yeah. Now tell me, what is the definition of computer? In the definitions of computer, what makes we can call that one as a computer? What we call that one as a computer? The computer contains a processor, memory, and IO controllers. Input, output, connections, and controller is there. So that's why we call that one as a computer. If you don't have a memory or a processor, then we don't call that one as a computer, right? Right. So obviously, this SCSI card having a processor, memory, and IO controller, so we can call this one as a computer. Small computer, instead of a computer, it is not a complete computer, it is a small computer. That time they given a name like that, so still we are using like that. So if you are comparing with nowadays technology like mobile phone and other things, so we have a lot of kind of stuff is there. So the board contains a processor, memory, and IO controllers, and so that's why we call that one as a computer, but it's not complete computer, this is small computer. And it is not direct mode, it is a interface to our system. It is a interface card. It is not a direct motherboard, right? It is a interface to our motherboard. So it is called a system interface. Understand the meaning of SCSI? Small computer system interface. Why it is called a small computer system interface? For this purpose only. Next, and as I showed in the pictures, okay, external connections are there, internal connections also there, and earlier days they use a IDE type of interfaces like a PATA type of interfaces. Okay, PATA type of interface. So it is a long ribbon connector is there earlier. Okay, long ribbon. Actually, I've seen as how it is as SCSIs look like, the ribbon cables and connections so many years back. Okay, that time it is still available. Recently, very less. Okay, so these are a different type of connectors, and I will go to the cable. So this is a direct connection from distant device to external device to internal one, but I need a ribbon cable. Yeah, internal SCSI cables. Can you see? This is multiple foldings are there. It means so many connectors are there in this one. It's a long ribbon cable, and with contains many interfaces like this. Many connecting interfaces are there like this. Yeah, I am not good at drawing that too in a paintbrush. So you can connect multiple devices. As earlier I said maximum 4 disks we can connect it, either SATA or a PATA. So maximum 4 disk drives we can able to connect it. Okay, but here we can connect more than 4. It means depends upon your SCSI card and the ribbon cable. You can connect as maximum as you can connect it. As maximum as you can connect the number of disk. Next, the hard disk. If you are connecting a hard disk or a CD-ROM, okay, that must be a SCSI hard disk. Normal hard disk you can't connect it, so you have to connect a SCSI hard disk only, or a SCSI CD-ROM or a CD writers like that. SCSI, printers also there. SCSI scanners also there. These are SCSI devices. So in a earlier now still in enterprises we have a big it's an enterprise for printing, lot of printing jobs should be handled. So normal system having a limited port numbers for connecting printers. So we have a SCSI. Through SCSI you can connect a 10-20 printers at a time. 10-20 scanners we can able to connect it, or CD-ROMs we have to connect it, or maybe disk drives we can able to connect it. So maximum maximum as you can able to connect depends upon your cable and interface of a SCSI drive. So I put a cable, right? So that's it is. There is a one beautiful diagram is there. It's like a pencil diagram type is there. SCSI related one. So if you see that one, you will understand how it is. This is a disk. So I'm searching for a, again it is connector. This is like a pencil diagrams are there. That will give you a clear picture. If you in case by wording, no one it's difficult. Yeah, it's one of the picture. So there is a SCSI tape drive. This is a SCSI host bus controller and disk. Okay, not this one exactly. It's look like that one only. It's like I have to save the picture separately. Even if I save, I don't remember where I say. Yeah, here it is. Not this one. See, it is. This is a SCSI adapter. See, and internally hard disks are connected. So this is connected to here, and this is connected to here. This is connected to here, and the cable from here to here it is connected. Now this is the external one. So external one, it is connected to a CD-ROM, CD-ROM to another CD-ROM, and it is connected to scanner. Okay, this is internal chain, this is external chain. Got it? How it is look like a traditional SCSI controller. Okay, so we can connect maximum. Sorry, we can connect maximum as depends upon your cable and your adapter. Second one, so this is the first one, we got a problem there, so then that is the solution here. So second one, we have a processor and a RAM on your main motherboard, and also processors, IO controllers and memory in your SCSI adapter also. Just like why I told example of graphic card, the graphic card is how it is works, how it reduces the graphic related burden on your PC by handling the process. Same thing, your motherboard, sorry, your SCSI board contains, SCSI adapter contains the processor memory, so it won't let more burden on your processor and RAM. It will handle the entire data access, data accessing those kind of stuff, read and write of a data in the disk. Okay, handling the devices, everything will be taken care by your SCSI adapter only, not by your processor or RAM. So that is the burden on a CPU will be reduced. What is the third one I told? Cold swappable. Cold swappable. What is cold swappable? Only we can change the hardware when, if you want to change your graphic card or maybe a processor or a RAM or maybe a hard disk, you have to power off the PC. So what is hot swappable? Hot swappable. Swap. Hot swappable. What it is?
We can replace the devices without shutting down the PC.
Very good. We can change the device, or we can add a device or remove a device without shutting down your complete PC. So without shutting down your PC, you can able to connect it, and as well as we can disconnect it. SCSI is hot swappable. Okay, the SCSI drives or SCSI devices, okay, are hot swappable.
So,
Yeah, tell me.
what are the reasons behind motherboard short circuit?
Motherboard short circuit.
Yes.
Why motherboard got short circuit?
Actually, so few days ago, my PC motherboard was short circuit, so that's why I'm asking.
Okay. Short circuited means maybe you are not clear the dust, or maybe voltage in your home is not good. Important thing is, guys, lot of people are ignoring this one. Yeah, because of the question. Okay. Yeah. So I will tell just 1 minute. Okay, guys, all these points are clear. SCSI, small computer system interface. Different type of SCSI devices are there. It is a system interface. So we can connect a multiple type of devices like a SCSI hard disk, CD-ROM, printers, SCSI scanners. We can able to connect it, and it is a hot swappable. Means without removing, without shutting down your PC, you can connect the disk and we can remove the disk also. Okay, and most of the disk related pattern will take care by your SCSI adapter only. Okay, so this is about your SCSI. Earlier days they use IDE and SATA type of SCSIs. Now we are using iSCSIs. Now we are using iSCSI. Small computer system interface. Internet SCSI. The actual SCSI name is actually it is not, now it is not a SCSI also, but just we are following the name to instead of telling new things. Next one is I will go to my here. Where is this? Small computer system interface. Next, the SCSI devices. So what are the SCSI devices? Like a hard disk, CD-ROM, or CD writers are there. CD writers also there. Okay, SCSI CD-ROMs, SCSI printers, SCSI scanners. So SCSI type should be there, and it is a hot swappable. So we can connect or disconnect. We can connect or disconnect when while PC is running. It means without power off. Shut down. Next. It is a hot swappable. So I think you understand cold swappable. So we have to shut down PC to change or connect or disconnect any device. Depends upon device. A device, B device, anything. So SCSI is a hot swappable. Okay, and it will take burden of a processor. So SCSI, another important point is multiple devices we can connect. Okay, so that's the points we got it. So normally the SCSI means, okay, normally the SCSI means it is PATA type of connection, IDE or PATA type of connection. Some people use IDE as a name and some people are as a IDE connections. So it is a normally for disk, a disk connector, a device connector. So like normally it is IDE or PATA type of connection. Different table kind of cables also they are using. Internally they are using like this. But if you use a SATA type, if you use SCSI SATA, so SCSI, but interface is SATA type of interface. For SCSI, you are using SATA disk drive. You are using SATA hard disk or SATA CD-ROM. I'm writing hard disk only just for a understanding purpose. SATA hard disk you are using, not our regular SATA hard disk. SATA hard disk. SCSI SATA hard disk is called as SAS. It is a SAS. SAS means SCSI SATA hard disk. SCSI SATA hard disk. Regularly, actual SCSI disk, the old days of world actual SCSI don't use SATA hard disk. It is a PATA hard disk they are using. SCSI PATA hard disk they are using. But iSCSI, in iSCSI we are using SATA hard disk. So that we call it as a SAS. SAS means SCSI SATA hard disk. So I will show you on this PPT. Can you see SAS? SAS means SCSI SATA hard disk. And can you see this slow and faster performance and cost? Cost is also increasing compared to normal PATA hard disk. SATA hard disk costly. SATA to normal SCSI hard disk is very costly. Normal hard disk to SCSI hard disk, SCSI is very costly. And RPM is also very high. So then data transmission is also very high in the SCSI hard disk. And next level is a SAS. It's a SATA type of SCSI hard disk. It is also faster than normal SCSI hard disk and normal hard disk also. Last one is SSD disk. I think all guys are knows what is SSD. Solid. What is SSD? Sorry. What is SSD? Solid device or a drive? Drive or device? Nowadays the technology change again, so different type of connectors are there. Okay, so when I type SSD, solid state drive. Okay, solid state drive. So earlier days, a lot of people like again in a computers without knowing SSDs. But that time SSDs are not there. It is simple use a NAND technique. Okay, NAND memory, they call this one as a NAND memory. It does not contain any magnetic platters. Okay, no platters like a hard disk. Okay, like a regular hard disk. Normal hard disk, just like a normal hard disk. No platters, no magnetic materials. Okay, no magnetic materials, no magnetic kind of stuff. So I put a dot. Okay, it is a NAND memory type, like your flash drives type only. It is kind of flash drives. the technique we use in a flash drive, same thing only. Okay, so we are using SSDs, but cost wise it is costly, definitely costlier than normal hard disk, costlier. It is costlier than a normal hard disk, and faster than normal hard disk. Preferably. So yeah, why my, it's not even 5:30 also, right? Oh, it is 5 o'clock. So where we use for operating system, it is used for operating system installation. So we can put an operating system, so then faster boot we can achieve. Okay, so we can achieve faster booter. Okay, fast booting it is possible, and applications, like some applications are very lazy applications, or maybe for example you are a mechanical guy or like that, so you are using a certain applications like AutoCAD, SolidWorks, SolidWorks, or any video editing software, heavy video editing software. So we need a faster data read and write is required. So then application installation purpose, gamers, big application, right? So gaming, faster gaming you want it, so then you can put a game inside. But I didn't put my game in my SSD. I put a game in my hard disk only, because SSD mine is 240 GB. If I put that 50 GB game in that one, that I will be finished. And I don't delete the games after completion of games. Okay, yeah, I completed Battlefield 1, 2, 3. So, but still I didn't delete that one. I don't like to delete generally. It's laptop, okay. Okay. So applications, running of applications are gaming, operating systems, and mainly server OS. In server side, to put a server OS, because it's a light in weight, because it's a another one is, it is lightweight. Okay, it is a lightweight compared to our normal hard disk. It is very lightweight. Even it is just like a, you're handling something, a plastic material, a plastic dabba, small dabba. Okay, it's like a chiclets dabba. That's it. So you don't feel the heavy weight. So if you take laptop hard disk also, at least it will, you feel some weight is there. Okay, something is there, but SSDs you don't feel anything. SSDs you don't feel anything. Your normal hard disk, at least if you are, if it is running, if you touch, heat is there, and as well as something running, the plotter running thing, you can feel it. But SSDs you don't feel it anything. So it's a lightweight. It's look like a plastic dabba only. New techniques are there, like a M2 dot something kind of stuff is also there. So you can verify in your like you want to go with SSDs, different type of SSDs, then go to, better to go to Amazon or Flipkart, and then you can see the different type of SSD, and internal SSDs are there, external SSDs also there. So it is starting with 1800, 1900. And guys, my personal suggestion is, lot of people are thinking to convert their laptop from hard disk to SSDs, and they put a SSD type because it's very faster. If you don't install more applications, okay, or unnecessary applications, so you can, why it is showing so many things? I said only SSD. Still it is showing nonsense only, not SSDs. I click on SSD specifically, and it is not showing SSDs. See, no SSDs here. What happened to this Amazon? I want SSD 240 GB. So what will happen? So this is a one kind of model nowadays, like a NAND NVMe. Okay, internal SSD. This is a model name. So 3D NAND NVMe internal SSD. So this is a kind of internal one. So 1 TB of SSD is around 8,850 from Western Digital. Okay, if you go to the normal hard disk, it is different one. This is also an SSD. This is SATA 3 SSD. So different things are there. So you can see this is not written as a SATA, right? This is a SATA SSD, and this is a NVMe SSD. NV, non-volatile memory type. Okay, non-volatile NAND SSD. So different naming are there just for our understanding. Normal SATA 3 means SATA 1, SATA 2, SATA 3. It's a version 3. Speed is around 6 gigabytes per second. Okay, SATA 3 6 gigabytes per second. Normal hard, guys, that's why I'm telling. Normal hard disk, SATA hard disk, if you purchase a new SATA hard disk, 6 Gbps speed. If you remove that one and insert a SATA hard disk, if you remove normal hard disk and you insert a SATA SSD, you remove a normal hard disk and insert a normal SATA hard SSD. No difference because speed is 6 Gbps only, because it's a SATA port speed, that is a port speed. Okay, I have a NIC with a 1 Gbps NIC, but my internet speed is 10 Mbps. I will get 10 Mbps internet only, not 100 Mbps internet or 1 Gbps internet. Okay, so it is this size only. This is one type of SATA 3 interface. Another one is what I read, that is NAND NVMe. This is one type of thing. I've seen ME2 kind of stuff. .mve something is there. Just verify before you purchase it. Maybe this is having a more speed compared to this one, but check it once again. That one. Okay. So if it is showing which interface, you have to find it also. This is a SATA, NAND SATA, NAND and NVMe. So both are different. NAND NVMe is different and NAND SATA is a different one. It is showing some 2400 MB megabytes per second read, and this is a write. It is showing. Is it showing anything? Nothing. It's a 2.5 size, 6 Gbps interface. It is a 6 Gbps interface, 128K read and write. So read and write, you can see here. Can you able to view it, or can I increase the size, text size? So SATA interface is 6 Gbps, sequential 128 read and write, speed up to 540 MB megabytes per second and 500 megabytes. This is the read speed. This is the write speed. But if you go to this NVMe, you will get read speed, and so see, this is M2 dot. So like this is form factor. Okay, where is the read speed and write speed? Here only, see, 2400 megabytes per second read speed, like this. So it is almost 4 times faster than this SSD. Guys, understand, don't get cheated by SSD name and all kind of stuff. Okay, so NVMe, this is the read and write speed. Okay, M2 is a form factor, means the size. See, it is 300% than typical hard disk. 300% than a typical hard disk, but it's a 4 times faster than this hard disk to this one. So this is NAND SATA, NAND NVMe. So two type of disks are there. So be careful while you are choosing it. See, see the difference. Got the point? SSD, solid state drive. What is the use of solid state drive? To put a operating system, applications, games, so you can achieve speed of the data read and write. Not for storing your data or backups, not for regular data, not for your videos are there, pictures are there, or normal files are there. So that is not the main point of SSD, because SSD is a costlier, even though you are a rich kid and normally you can't put a data. This is mainly not for store regular. My neck pain. It is stuck. Okay. Not for regular storage. Okay. Regular data or heavy data, means like videos and all. Not for that one. I think, guys, you got this point. Different SSDs are there. Okay. You need a faster system. You have to use this one, not this one. Instead of this, better to use normal hard disk. Of course, better is both. My best suggestion is, you want really a speed and you can able to invest. Okay, take SSD plus hard disk model laptops only or desktops only, not only desktop hard disk better, or SSD plus hard disk. Only SSDs are waste. I'm telling directly. Some laptops, if you are purchasing, they are giving a extra connector for a extra. If you want to add a hard disk extra, then they will give you internal connections also giving now. Okay, so my suggestion is always use SSD plus hard disk. SSD for faster booting, faster application loading, gaming, server operating system installation purpose, and regular data, heavy data is there, you can put it in a hard disk. Cost difference is there, double the cost at least. So I will go to the what is next. Next one is a RAID. Okay, guys, a RAID is a very beautiful concept, and also I will show you a practical also. So because practical will make little bit satisfaction for you. Okay, so I will go to the RAID concept. So once again, disk types we discussed in the after break, right? So I will go to the disk type. IDE, integrated drive electronics. It means it's a device interface only. It is developed into ATA, advanced technology attachment. Earlier we use a PATA type. It is a bus type, parallel type of connection is there. Parallel advanced technology attachment. Serial advanced technology attachment. Nowadays we are using a serial connections. And another disk connections are there. SCSI. So what is the SCSI? SCSI is a system interface. We can connect a multiple devices, including hard disk, CD-ROM, printers, scanners. We can able to connect it. SCSI is a hard swappable. Earlier we use a PATA type of connection to the SCSIs, but now we are using a SATA type of connection for iSCSIs. Okay, so mainly we are using iSCSI nowadays. Okay, SCSI hardware now may be available or not, I don't know. So then, okay, so iSCSI. Okay, so that SATA type of iSCSI hard disk. So we call it as a SAS. So compared to PATA to SATA comparison, so SATA is a much faster than PATA. So PATA is a 150 Mbps speed like that it is there, but in a SATA it is now SATA 3 is a 6 Gbps speed of data transmission is there, and SCSI is a compared to PATA and SATA. So SCSI is a much faster than your PATA and SATA, and iSCSI of course because of SCSI PATA to SCSI SATA is a much faster. This is for heavy data storages and other storages purpose, but solid state drive is a faster data read and write memory compared to regular hard disk. Okay, and usually SSDs are useful for installing operating system applications, gaming, and in a server side, server operating systems and server related applications stores in a SSDs, and remaining data stores in hard disk or a SCSI hard disk. So just by searching, so we find two things. Two type of SSDs are available. One is SATA type of SSD, another is NVMe type of SSD. NVMe is much faster than your regular SATA disk. That's it. What I have to do? Guys, take a just relax for a 5 minutes. Okay, relax.